Lavanga is in Florence, Italy with the latest. Claudio, good morning.
Well, that's a good morning, where some of the passengers said that it felt like being on the Titanic. And when you see the dynamic of this accident, you'll understand why. Well, in the last few hours, the captain of the ship was arrested on allegations of manslaughter and of abandoning the ship before his passengers. Well, the Carnival Corporation, the company. Explosions in the distance. There is also some black smoke. I don't know whether you can see it there, rising just behind the Colosseum. They clashed with riot police not far from the Colosseum, throwing at them anything they could find. Getting out of control when demonstrators arrived here at the forum leading to the Colosseum, where fires were started. As you can see, the one down here and down there. Towards the end, demonstrators started clashing with the police. Francesco Peloso lives on the path of the demonstration. Her car is now beyond repair. What started as a peaceful demonstration soon took a turn for the worse. It's difficult to keep the eyes open, it's difficult to breathe, but there is a hardcore bunch of protesters around here that say they will resist until the end. But the tear gas kept on coming, much of it fired from close range, directly into the crowd.
Claudio Lavanga, he's joining us from Rome to tell us exactly what's going on there, Claudio, and what exactly is Berlusconi proposing in order to try to contain Italy's debt? Well, the exact wording of this letter will only be known, of course, after the EU will read it. The letter just reached the EU, the same letter that they asked from Silvio Berlusconi to just prove that he's got what it takes to get Italy out of this mess. Well, what we know, Silvio Berlusconi might be resigning by the end of the week. Who will take his place? It looks like it will be Mario Monti. He's a famous, popular, well-known and well-respected Italian economist who spent about 10 years as a commissioner in the European Union. He's currently the president of one of Italy's most prestigious universities. He's so good at his job that he's being branded Super Mario, and he's so different from Silvio. He almost looks like he wants to attract criticism, and he wants to be shown, and he wants to show that he is the flamboyant, the most flamboyant between the two leaders. You need to remember that these are two of the most eccentric leaders on the world stage, and when they get together, it really looks like it's about who outperforms who. Raising the flag to celebrate 2 decades of independence. Well, this is the real star of the celebration, a colossal statue towering in the middle of the square. Its official name, a warrior on horseback, but to everyone here, he is Alexander the Great. This man should be among the most recognizable faces in Europe. José Manuel Barroso is the president of the European Commission, and his decisions affect the lives of hundreds of millions of Europeans. But very few of them seem to know who he is.
Mubarak?
Prodi. Yes, Gordon Brown.
Boris Johnson.
Mayor.
Products like this can be found in most major supermarkets in the UK. The label says that it's made in Israel or in the West Bank. What it doesn't say is whether it was grown by a Palestinian farmer or an Israeli settler. Francesco Zanardi was sexually abused by a priest when he was 14 years old. Zanardi secretly recorded hundreds of conversations between him and members of his diocese. No. Al Jazeera traced the priest to this remote village on the hilltops above Savona. He was at home. From world leader to lead singer. Is this what the future holds for former Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi? The new record of love songs he co-wrote with the Neapolitan singer is out Tuesday. You want to listen?
Yeah,
so give me a...
Yeah.
But with Italians worried about the economic crisis,
Stay with me.
will they turn a deaf ear?
Stay with me.
It's terrible.
We have a lot of problem in Italy, and Mr. Berlusconi think to write the song. This is normal for a premier?
Italians have many options to cut the cost of living during the economic downturn. They can shop at street markets or holiday on their local beaches. But there is one necessity that sooner or later most of them will have to pay for: a funeral service. Funerals can cost as much as $10,000, and it's often an unexpected expense that can put a real strain on anybody's pockets. Now our company in Naples has come up with an offer that brings the idea of sales to a whole new level: low-cost funerals.
Lui si metteva I soldi da parte perché è grasso.
It was about time. Look at him, so fat. He wouldn't be able to afford the wood for the coffin. This will solve his problem.
Among the many sayings Neapolitans have to describe how beautiful this city is, one goes, "Don't die before you see Naples." For those who do, now there is an affordable way of going in style. Claudio Lavanga, Al Jazeera, Naples.
By Claudio Lavanga, who's also Italian and better looking than Berlusconi.
On bended knee is no way to be free. Lifting up an empty cup I ask silently. All my destinations will accept the one that's me, so I can breathe. Circles they grow and they swallow people whole. Half their lives they say goodnight to wives on the road. Mind full of questions and a teacher in my soul. And so it goes. Don't come closer or I'll have to go. Holding me like gravity are places that pull. If ever there was someone to keep me at home, it would be you. Everyone I come across in cages they bought, they think of me and my wandering, but I'm never what they thought. Got my indignation, but I'm pure in all my thoughts. I'm alive. Wind in my hair, I feel part of every